my god, you guys. It's Mary.
And Alma.
You guys just like,
subscribe,
share,
and comment
down below, you guys, because we are back with the shenanigans. We're ready to love y'all. And it doesn't get much better. Definitely not for Randall and Jamala. But we're going to go ahead and talk about,
So they're going to a house.
They're going to retreat. Samson and Cherie are going up first. Jamala, Hope, and her goals for this relationship is, well, for this trip is that Randall.
Who did she drive up with? Was it Kadian?
Yes, she did. She did. Randall
and Trenika.
Randall did not even drive up with her, so you can't really think this man's into you, can you?
No.
So she basically tells the confession that her hope and her goal for this weekend is that she's going to give Randall the chance to really show everybody where his connection rests in and how serious they are.
Yeah. So
you are delusional.
And puts his stuff in a room, and she actually puts some of her stuff in that room.
Stalker.
And so, I mean, you guys have watched it. So they're outside, right? And he is sitting with Kayla by the pool. And Kayla is leaning on Randall and talking to him, and Jamala comes.
Well, she's also rubbing his head and rubbing his neck and all that stuff or whatever. And Jamala comes out. Of course, she's being territorial
she sits
again.
Right there.
Yeah.
And Kayla, very sneaky, very quick thinking too, is like, let's go inside. He's out. Want to go inside? Okay. And Jamala is like...
So she decides to go inside like a stalker.
Goes to the kitchen, looks around, sees Swayze and Katie, and don't see... Oh, where Randall at?
She said that she saw that I see Randall's gone and I see Kayla's gone. So I'm going to go and see what they're doing and make sure that they're being appropriate or something, she said.
So
she goes in there.
Room, says she's coming to get his hat. Kayla
No, she goes there to go get her. Kayla's laying down on the bed. She tells Randall to go get dressed or whatever, stuff like that, because I guess we're going to go back out to the pool.
Yeah.
Jamala walks in to go get a hat or whatever.
From Randall's room because she had left a hat there.
Trying to let Kayla know, oh, I was here, I put my stuff here, da-da-da. Crazy. So she goes in, whatever, makes her presence known or whatever, and then she walks back out, and immediately Randall gets, has an attitude. Now, earlier in the day, he actually, when Jamala and Randall came to the,
house?
The house or whatever, and they were basically talking and stuff, it seemed like he was already saying, I have an issue with Jamala. I can always tell when her energy is off.
Yeah.
And I get really frustrated and irritated because it's like she's not trusting or whatever.
Right.
And a relationship can't be a relationship if you don't have trust or whatever.
Right.
So he already said this. So when she did that, he was already annoyed. Kayla was like, I don't know what his issue is. He's having an attitude and I'm feeling some type of way. Girl, why didn't you just ask? You're here having an attitude with him for having an attitude.
Yeah.
Why didn't you just ask? Because it really had nothing to do with you anyway. So that was my issue with Kayla.
Yeah.
But later on, Jamala comes to his room. We're just going to finish off with Randall and Jamala.
Yes.
She comes later with some little pink thing on her head, some little apron on, and she comes to his room.
I'm going to cook.
I'm going to cook. You want to help?
Ready? Yes, you're going to...
She didn't even ask him, but she basically was like, okay, this is what's going to happen. This is what you're going to do.
Yes.
And then
As
he's
she's
he's the wife, she's the wife or something. This is my thing with Jamal. She acts like she's in a high school romance. You are pushing 40. Can we act our age?
Oh my goodness. And
he's just... And then he's looking at her. She's like, cook. I can't cook shit. Why are you asking me?
And then she's like, well, why are you getting an attitude?
Which way you being an attitude? You upset that I went to drop my hat earlier?
Yeah,
he said, yeah. What's the... Yeah, so he's like, I don't know. I don't know why you doing that. It's just you're being you don't trust me or whatever. You're here being territorial or whatever.
It is not that I strangled you.
I didn't. It's not like I got. He's like, why are you having such an attitude?
I fought with her on the bed.
I didn't strangle her or whatever. She's like, if anything. And then he said, first off, listen, I don't even want to go down this road or whatever because I already see where you're going with this or whatever.
You know what is weird about what she said? That, I feel, and you guys tell us what you think, I feel Jamala has strangled a man before. I feel that she has fought a woman in bed before over some guy. Because that's some random stuff to say. That it's not like I went and fought her in the bed, and it's not like I strangled you. If I have never strangled someone, I'm not gonna, because obviously she's done it before, and the guy had an attitude with her. So
Yeah.
she's wondering, why, Randall, why are you having this attitude? This other man I've had before have an attitude, but it was much worse because I'd strangled him and I fought another woman in bed because of him.
My thing is,
so
Jamala
weird
was
to
so weird because she
say.
had
It's so
some.
weird.
She looked crazy as
Definitely
shit.
did.
Her eyebrows were all arched. Okay, she like this. Okay, and then
Yeah.
her eyes were wide as hell. And then on top of that, she had this sickly smile, like she was
Yeah.
so happy
And when-
that she got him
but
to
you-
like react or
Yes.
whatever. And we also said that
When he
Jamala
got
is one of
upset.
those women
Mhm.
that she does not give a damn what type of energy it is, whether it's a bad energy or good energy.
Yes.
She just likes attention from her man,
But she
and
likes
it's toxic.
chaos, and when the man gets upset, she
She
gets
gets her
off
kick.
on that.
Yes.
Because as he was getting upset and his voice was raising, she had this little sickly smile, like, I don't know if she thinks
I
he
was
likes me.
genuinely scared for Randall in that moment. I was genuinely scared for his life. I was
Okay, yeah.
like, okay.
So later on, though, they have the dinner, and he's sitting down with Michael talking.
Well,
to
Mike
Michael.
is sitting there. Well, also, man, Samson had the nerves to sit down and ask everybody,
Well,
what
well,
brought you to love?
Right, but I'm trying to finish up with the Randall.
Yeah.
But he's telling Mike how, and I don't know if he was trying to ask for Mike's advice.
He really
that
wasn't.
Jamala is kind of nutty, but for some
Well, he
reason,
said that he didn't. He said my thing is with Jamala. I'm starting to see that she's really like sensitive and she's a little insecure
And
I
fragile.
never and fragile. Like I never really saw this before. And then Mike said, "Oh, I peeped that from day one."
Yeah.
I'm shocked you didn't peep that. I
Right,
was like-
but it seemed like to me after he finished talking to Mike, it seemed that the message that he got from everything was that he was going to try to communicate better with her, to kind of put her so that those insecurities will go away because she's fragile. And I was thinking to myself, I said, Randall,
Mike was telling you to
those-
run.
look,
That's what he was trying to
that's
tell
what he
you,
was really
Randall.
trying to
He was
tell
trying
you.
to tell you to run for the hills,
But
and
those-
you were here thinking
You don't
something
think-
else.
It don't seem as though he peeped that.
He did.
And I
It
thought
wasn't
to
in click.
myself, I said, those 4 years that this man said he didn't have a relationship and he grew or whatever, I said, I don't know what he was doing those 4 years because what she's doing is a little cray-cray.
Yeah.
And you, like you said, probably you should run.
For the hills.
Yeah, and I know all the time. Like I don't like to say, that about women, but this one, yeah, you're gonna have to go.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, who was the next one?
No,
So
but
we
I want
had-
to. But yeah, I feel like he definitely used to run.
the dinner. You
But I
were
want to
going
talk about the dinner quickly before I get into each
Yeah,
individual
yeah.
relationship.
Samson,
Samson sat here, and
the
y'all,
life coach. That's
he's
what
a
doing.
motivational coach.
Yeah,
Apparently,
he's a life coach. He's a life
my
coach.
thing is with Samson. I used to think he was so genuine. I thought he was the most genuine with Shakira. He seeming quite fake to me.
I know.
That's how I
from
just
that
feel.
thing, from the time when we found out that man said he wants a woman to chase him,
I knew he was a walking red flag.
I was just like, I was not on his train.
No, but then I fell for it again because he was so nice with Shakira. And I was like, this is a really good guy.
Then when he started bringing candy and flowers to everybody,
Well, when he brought to Shakira, I thought it was so sweet because he
and then
brought
when
her
he brought
aloe
to
vera
Brandy,
plants. Anyway, so I just thought that I thought Samson is fake. He seems very surface level. He's not getting
very
deep.
surface level.
And he just does not seem genuine.
Yeah, so
So
he
he
asked this
decided,
question.
what brought you guys to love? What brings you guys to true love or whatever?
Yeah.
And I do like Chernika and Randall's connection. Earlier
Yeah,
they were
I
talking
thought
whatever,
so.
and it seemed nice. He
Yeah.
apparently cried when she was talking
And
about
I love
how
what she said. That
Yeah.
she wanted to have this God to love. I just love that.
yeah.
I thought he cried.
And he had
was-
some tears.
he had
So
a tear.
obviously he has been through stuff in his life, whatever. So Randall basically said the reason why, what brought him to love is that, he had completed all of his goals or whatever, but he had nobody to share the success with.
Yeah.
Which I'm like, that's sweet. That's a good reason to come to love.
Yeah.
I mean, I've always liked Randall from
And
the
then
beginning.
how about Mike? What do you thought about Mike saying?
He's
what he
the
was saying?
plug and he's the outlet. First
And
of
you
all,
have had the happiness and stuff before.
First of all, I want to say this, and I'm going to say it quite honestly. You had love. And you lost the love.
And
that was your
there.
childhood sweetheart. So for that type of strong love to have been disappeared, I don't want to hear nothing from a divorcee. Sorry, I don't. I actually don't want to hear nothing from a divorcee. There's nothing you can tell me. You're here talking about how, I had love and this, that, and the third. Well, Mike, from judging how you interact with Brandy and Kayla, it doesn't, when I connect the dots, I can tell why you are probably divorced.
Yes.
So you are a walking red banner.
Yeah.
So I really don't care to hear what you got to say about nothing.
I know, it was
talking
kinda
about
like-
I'm the plug and I'm the outlet, and I was like, please sit your ass down.
I didn't even know what I mean. Only if you talk about your weakness.
I thought he was talking about drug dealing for a second.
I was just like, Mike, just stop.
I was like, please stop.
Yeah.
Like he was like this
You know what
godfather or
he-
whatever.
The way he reminded me of.
Just because you've been married and divorced, you think you're some expert on marriage? No, you
at
like.
this moment, I wish that Marceau was here from marriage.
Yes, because he said the divorce does not make you an
Yeah.
expert in marriage. It makes you an expert in divorce.
Yes.
Exactly. I was literally about to say
Marceau
that when you need him. So I was just like, so I don't know why he was here trying to give advice, and then also I feel like he's so ungenuine.
Yeah.
Like also the whole thing with
Kayla.
Brandy, he was sitting down there,
Yeah.
you know, like all the women were basically, Katie was there being
Why? I
nosy
don't
or
know.
whatever, trying to see how
Nosy.
deep his connection was, talking about girl power. Girl, you are the last damn person on the show I'll be looking at for
About
girl
girl
power.
power.
Girl, you are
As
dismissed.
disrespectful as you are to the women,
Yes.
please just
Sit yourself
miss me
down.
with that.
Yes. So basically, they were going back and forth, whatever, and stuff like that. Katie, Brandy was also, he sat down, he answered no questions.
No.
Brandy was like, well, listen, Kayla, if he can't sit here and tell you what he has in common with you and what makes him drawn to you, then it's not real, which I do believe.
Yeah.
I feel like any man loving you in the dark doesn't love you. You should be able to love me in public and in the dark.
Yeah.
Okay? That's how it should be. A man should be able to
But
be open and free with you.
Brandy, I don't need you to tell me that. You focus on your stuff with Mike, and I focus on mine with Mike.
Because
But I was happy that Kayla got up and left.
Yes, but I felt like she should have left
I was
sooner.
hoping that all of them would get up and leave, as he was sitting there saying nothing at all.
But I personally felt,
Mm-hmm.
judging from the trailer of next week, where he had to wait till Brandy left to go and start talking to Kayla about, hey, baby, what you doing? Mike is one of those
go somewhere,
men
please.
who will sit down there, be like a loving husband, all this stuff, quote unquote, but he'll go and cheat on you in the club. That's the vibes he gives me.
Yeah.
So I do not think that he is about it.
Yeah.
You have lost your childhood sweetheart.
I know.
Either she left you with 3 kids or you left her with 3 kids. Either way, you lost that love. So do not sit here and talk to me about how you had it.
Yeah.
The only way I would care about what you're saying is if you're a widower.
Yeah.
She's not dead.
No.
So I don't want to hear nothing you got to say,
No.
sir.
Yeah. And don't
So-
be like that guy who talked about he was a widower, come to find out they were divorced. Remember the other one, Ready to Love?
That's
You feel me, you feel me, you heard. Remember that guy from Louisiana?
Yeah, I remember that Joker. But I just felt like that even Brandy, she spent the night with him, whatever, made it clear to all the ladies she did. I mean, Brandy, please just.
I mean,
Mike
I
is
hope-
not no prize. I'm sorry, he's not. He's a man with 3 kids and a divorcee. There ain't nothing to be proud about. Sorry.
Yeah, I just, Brandy to me seems like such a sweet girl. Like
I don't really like her. I don't really vibe. I don't really gel with her.
really. I mean, I like
know,
her.
it's like-
I actually
And then
like
also
her.
when she
She's-
came to Samson, like she was like, "Well, let's see
Well,
what
you-
connection we have."
But, well,
I was like, "Why are you doing that when you know this man's not into you?"
because you know why? The reason why is because he's the one who let her meet some of his people. Remember, she was surprised.
I think she was trying to keep her options open because
well, she
but
wanted Mike to know. Like, I got some other people too. That's why she
you
wanted
don't
to know.
have nobody,
You really
and he
don't,
knows
Brandon.
that.
Yeah,
Because even I remember her saying on the ride over to the getaway or whatever,
Yeah.
she said, "Listen, if Mike ticks me off, I might just spend the night in Samson's room." Girl, it was very contentious when you met his friend.
Yeah.
Like, it gave, I don't really like him. I don't know why the hell I'm here. That's what it gave me when she met the friend or whatever. Where she's
yeah.
like, I have a bone to pick with Samson. Da, da, da,
Oh yeah.
But yeah.
But when she went, it was really cringy when
was
she
cringe.
went to talk to Samson.
Well,
And
I
he
just
was
want to know
just
what the
kind of-
connection
and
is.
he was just watching her, and he was really
Trying to
telling
peek.
her off. I'm sorry, but
Absolutely.
but in a subtle way.
Well, you thought that he was trying to slut shame her.
I thought he was, and the reason why I thought so was because, and I'm not surprised because I didn't like him from the beginning, but when
Yes, he said she
when
has
he
a spunky vibe.
"Oh, well, you're spunky," but then he says it's kind of shade because he says
When you gave that lap dance, that was quite
I
spunky.
peeked you when you gave that lap dance.
That was
right?
spunky behavior.
And
Yeah.
she was like, "Oh, you didn't like that or whatever," and he was like, he said something like if you don't have anything good to say,
Don't say anything.
And I was just like, okay, so but you had peeped her when she already gave the lap dance, and even after that, you still let her be one of your 3 women to meet your friend.
Facts.
Remember, I was telling you the fact that he even chose these 3 women that he didn't have a connection with. I think he just wanted to
He wants to
be
boost
that
his
guy
ego. Yeah.
that had 3 connections.
You had one, and even Sheree is
You know
not
what I'm saying?
anybody you should
And
get
so you
connected
already
with.
knew that she was spunky, whatever you're calling it, and she had given the lap dance.
Yeah.
But now you're kind of throwing it in her face. But you wanted her after the lap dance, or you wouldn't have put her with your friend
Yeah, so I thought
to
it was
meet your
shady.
friend. So why are you saying it now? Why are you talking about that now, as if to say you didn't like that about her, and maybe because of that y'all cannot be together or whatever? I think that's what he was doing, and he was saying some stuff. I think he felt like she wasn't getting, but she got it, but she didn't want to just get up. I think because she was trying to lay next to him. So Mike could see I have a connection with Samson.
Please take yourself somewhere.
But Brandy, yeah.
My thing is,
Don't
this is my...
still lay down there when a man is being shady
Disrespectful.
and disrespectful to you. I think that's what he was doing.
I feel like Brandy kind of shot herself in the foot. I don't feel like she should have
she
been
was so
claiming
verbal
Mike.
about Mike. She
Yeah,
was
I
so
felt like you
verbal.
really
Yeah.
shouldn't do that. Like, this is a dating show where you're dating multiple people.
Yeah.
But, I have a feeling that he probably told her that you need to make it clear who you want to be with behind closed doors. That's what I'm thinking, because he did that with Kayla.
Right.
Yeah, so that's what I personally feel about that. But I just
Yeah.
feel like, she just really shot herself in the foot. And I just felt like
Yeah. And what do
it's
you
too
think-
late to be coming for connections now, boo. Sorry.
What do you think about Swayze and Kadian?
The 2 a-holes that are living
I mean,
together,
they're-
that will
like,
end
he's
badly.
like,
Like
I like her
they're both
energy.
mean. And then the way he even went off on her and he was walking away from her when the friend was saying that he's basically a colorist and all this stuff, which
Well-
I agree. I feel I agree to some level.
All
I'm
of
not
a
gonna
sudden,
lie.
because he became too defensive. But
Because the fact that you got so defensive,
Yeah.
obviously there's some truth to it, Swayze. You said
And
that,
then-
I like everything, but she's my type, though. He's not really about anything. And then also him hugging on her, feeling on her, almost grabbing her breasts and everything.
yeah, he
he
was
wants to
really-
have sex with you, Katie. And
that's what he was giving.
look
off
at
to
the
me.
lines.
Yeah, that's what, and she was just like, oh, I love when he shows me that and this. Like,
You know what I love? I love when a man can get to know me and he
Yeah.
doesn't bring up sex. He doesn't bring up my thickness. He
Yeah.
doesn't bring up, oh, I want to have kids with you or any of that stuff in leading to sex. I love it when a man tries to get to know me up here.
And he's not
Spiritually,
superficial,
mentally,
like
emotionally. And also
Yeah.
is very open with who he is.
Yeah.
And it's very open with him wanting to take care of his wife and his family solely. That's what makes me happy.
Yeah.
I don't want
I
to
hear
know about
that.
a man rubbing all up on me.
No.
Please stay about 100 feet away from me
Yeah.
until there's a ring on my finger and until we are married.
Yeah.
Keep that energy over there. I don't need to know about physical connections. I don't feel like that's
And all
essential.
of a
Everybody
sudden,
says
he's so into Katie, and I just don't. I don't buy it.
It gives
I
me,
really don't buy it, and I don't know why Katie and I also,
she is unhealed, so she would not be
Yeah.
able to tell a
I
toxic
mean,
person from a mile away.
Yeah, she
Especially the way she
yeah.
be coming at women.
She has such a nasty
Attitude. It gives me Sheree vibes. It's Sheree. I've
Charisse,
never
yeah,
liked her.
Both her and Charisse are like the same
Person.
people.
Yeah, somebody said that, so it's shocking that they don't get along. Somebody said
Yeah,
that.
well, usually two mean people.
They will
I mean,
never get along.
Yeah, I mean, maybe later on they will, but I feel like the difference between Katie and Charisse is that, to me, I feel like Katie doesn't seem to I don't know. I mean, I think both of them need healing, but
No
I
doubt.
think that Kadian doesn't seem to know for sure what she wants in a man.
Do you think Sheree
And I
knows?
think Charisse has an idea of what she wants. Now,
Yeah, she does
will
have an
she
idea.
get it? That's
Probably not.
the problem. And I also feel like,
That's the
too,
problem.
that Charisse is, I also feel like, too, that Charisse is kind of aware of, like, where her boundaries are.
Yeah,
Whereas Kadian,
she's just all
she's
over the
not.
place. Because she's like, I'm just gonna let him
this
lead
guy
and I'll
is
follow.
so disrespectful to
Very.
me.
That's a red flag.
I'm not giving him any chances, right? But yeah, but they're both very mean people. Charisse and Samson, I don't think she's going to allow him to just kind of skirt. Because Samson is very superficial.
Yeah,
Like,
I
he
didn't
was-
even peep this, but I
He
feel like
was
I
talking
should
some nonsense about some corn on the cob
and toes.
and the water. What was he saying? He was going to open. I don't know. Some
And I was
rubbish.
so confused. He went from talking
But
about toes and
Charisse
talking about
was
how they
trying
were
to
supple.
ask him some questions, trying to find out about him. And he didn't even sound like the regular Samson. So after you go through
I don't know this man
his
anymore.
frou-frou, flowery language, when you try to get to the meat of stuff, he ain't got no meat to chew on. And I think Charisse is going to find that out next episode.
I think he was the most
And
genuine with
I don't
Shakira. That's what I
think-
felt.
Yeah.
But this Samson I'm seeing, it's like I have whiplash.
Thank
Because
God
this person
Shakira
literally came out of
It's
nowhere.
not with him, because poor Shakira, can you imagine having to be with someone like him? That would be a nightmare.
Yeah.
And especially since he's good with his flowery words and his. Anyway.
And he says he's been around the block, so he knows how to, make a woman feel special.
Yeah.
Player. That's what it's giving me.
But yeah, so
let me make sure there's nothing
who was,
else.
Oh no, LJ and Trinika. We haven't talked about them.
LJ basically did not even bother
Trinika, why?
himself to come.
Why? This man got a woman he had sex with a month ago. This whole convention he went to, I would not be surprised if he went
And brought her
on a
with him?
weekend little date in Aruba. Like, you know what I'm saying? I mean, and say that he going to a convention. Come on, Trinika. And then you're there, hey, look at me. And
It's the view you get to see.
honey, you're looking for God's love. Let us lead with that, because you're not going to be getting no God's love showing all that.
Let's cover it up.
Oh, my goodness, girl. I really wanted Trinika and Randall to be together. I thought they would be very good for each other. But for
And I thought
some
he was
reason,
very sweet. So what she was
Trinika-
saying, it seemed like he was really touching his moves whenever she's talking.
But it just seems to me, Trinika, I don't know, she is in love with that island man. And she
That
wants
dust
some
ball.
island
I'm sorry,
person.
LJ, but the fact that you had sex with your ex a month ago and you're here looking for love.
Island men, they
what are you doing
so
here?
serious, and I know I am painting a broad brush.
Well,
here.
you know some of them, don't
But
you?
island men, they're such cheaters. They're like men from France. They're such cheaters. I don't know what you want with him, girl.
I'm shocked
For
you even
some
told the
God's
truth.
love. I am. Trinika. And she seems like such a sweetheart. But
She
girl,
really seems like she has a heart of gold.
oh my goodness gracious. Why the hell are you thinking about some LJ? And he did not even show up. Did you even hear no good Tommy talk about that's a red flag? Now, if no good Tommy go tell you it's a red flag, girl, yeah, it's a red flag.
Well, at first I felt like he was saying that because he remember when that girl left his ass at the pond and he was waiting for 3 hours. I feel like he has PTSD, so he doesn't like when people don't show up to his events. I know he was saying that. Listen, my party. He said my
She
party.
didn't keep it with her. I think he went only for an hour. Was it 3 hours?
It probably felt like 3 hours. But I just felt like with Tommy,
I
he
felt
has
bad
a
for him that
serious
day. He was
issue.
sitting down with his leg crossed like this. Ain't this something? That girl never showed up. I don't even think she sent him a text.
No. I personally feel like with Tommy, he has an issue with being
On the
rejected.
tell-all, he was so afraid of her. He didn't tell her much. He didn't say much to
He
her
did do a
because-
little. He did crack a little joke. He said, "Well, I guess you don't know how to let people know when you leaving, huh?"
That girl was no joke. She was a beautiful girl too.
Gorgeous,
Very gorgeous.
yeah.
Like one of those drop dead gorgeous women. But Lord have mercy. I said, if you could intimidate Tommy, the girl, you gotta do a class. I will come.
But yeah, that's why I felt like the reason why Tommy was saying it was because he does not like to be rejected, and because he was like, oh, work or no work, you guys are here for love. Listen, the show is about degeneracy. Nobody gets engaged. For real, if we're being honest.
Well,
we're going to talk about this later. We'll talk about it later. But, I mean, like, it wasn't like, this is not a show about engagement. Like, this is a show about dating. So you can do that anywhere. So, of course, he's not going to take it seriously. At the end of the day, Tommy, no woman's going to want to be with me if I ain't got no job. So, sorry.
I am sorry.
Oh, I almost dropped my phone.
LJ was not a no convention. I want to see the receipts for that, LJ. I don't believe you. I believe you. Oh, that's your friend. That's your girl. Who you all are still having sex, and when you had seen her on that little thing with Trinika and Looney and realized that she still loved you, you decided to shoot your shot and be like, look, yeah, I'm still on Ready to Love, but I'm going to take a moment from that and come spend 2 days with you, and we're going to go to an island somewhere, baby.
Well, he probably was like, no, I really ain't got no connections there, but I'm really thinking about giving us a try, baby. What you think about that?
And I would not be surprised if he went into some room or something quickly. It
was like he was in a hotel room because he had like LED lights behind him.
Oh, when she maybe went to the pool or something, he said, I forgot the sunblock lotion. I'll be right back, okay? I want to rub that back. He went, called Tanika, talk about, let me see that, and then grabbed the sunblock lotion and ran back down. I believe that's what happened. Tell me I'm lying. You get the receipts for your convention. Nobody believes you. You all get in the comments and let us know if you believe LJ. I was wishing they had kicked his butt out.
But I thought it was so wrong that Tommy decided to go and make you would not have done it to other men. You went and decided to take the power from the women. I did not like that.
Because I think he wanted to get rid of LJ. He said, He
said, hold on, wait.
Oh, hold on.
I'm going to give them I think he's going to let them have the weekend, the rest of the weekend.
I think he's going to get rid of LJ.
That's what I think. Because I feel like Tommy...
And he will serve LJ right. You were not there. You're not there. I don't want him with Trinika.
LJ doesn't have any connections. Trinika needs to go with Randall. Randall needs to drop that crazy wingbat, like a bad habit. He needs to leave the other crazy wingbat, Kayla, and go with Trinika. Yeah. I don't mean to call her crazy, Kayla, but your screws ain't on too tight.
Which one, Jamala or Kayla?
No, Kayla. Jamala is crazy. Kayla, she got some crazy tendencies. The fact that she was thinking about being with Mike over Randall... Yeah. Mike, who looks like he is a cheater and is always wandering somewhere.
Her neck
and like, oh my God, like these lips need to be my lips, and don't you be kissing nobody else. You're claiming Brandy. Just get the hell out of my face. What?
You know when Brandy sees all that, it's gonna be a problem.
She ain't going nowhere. It ain't gonna be no problem. She'll give him slack when she gets home.
I don't know why you said that you did not want a man with children. Stick to that.
Girl, listen, I have said that's about my life, and I'm damn sure not moving it.
Brandy, you're a beautiful girl.
Why would you want a man with kids? When you want to go and travel and live life and have a beautiful vacation, you can't do that. You have to go sit down. Oh, I got to talk to my baby mama. Oh, I have to take care of the kids. Oh, I have to do this. Everything's about the kids. I love kids, I do. But if I'm going to get married to somebody, I'm sorry. I do not want to have to spend the first 3 years of our marriage thinking about kids. Yeah. We're not having kids for at least 4 years. Yeah. Okay, so I don't want to have to worry about your kids and your baby mama and what you got to do with her. I don't care. Yeah. I don't. I want my own family. I don't want to blend families. That's not what God has ordained for my life. I'm not doing it. I'm sorry.
Not sorry.
I mean, Brandy, now you want to be with this man who looks like a cheater and is going to be talking to Kayla behind your back? This man is somebody who'll be cheating up in the club. I want his baby mother to hop in the comments section and tell me why y'all got divorced. It's because of cheating, ain't it? You can even tell me in my email. We have an email that you can send the information.
And let us know.
For real, girl. Yeah. But it's married.
Privacy, you don't want us to tell.
We won't. It'll be between us, between Mary and Alma. We do confessionals here as well, and we like to have that information just for us. We'll talk about it amongst ourselves.
Yeah.
But yes, you guys, it is Mary.
And Amma.
We invite you guys to like,
Subscribe.
share,
And comment.
down below because there's some mosquitoes and we have got to get the hell out of here.